G'day cocktail lovers. I recently uploaded a video where I made a few variations on an apple liqueur based on the apple I was using to make my spiced apple brown sugar syrup, one of my favorite things. During one of my live streams on my Angry Aussie channel, I was talking with the chat about cocktails that were taking the names of a well-known song and somehow working that into the cocktail. And I found a list online and I found it really interesting because the list ranged from, there's this group that's well named, they've got a name and the ingredients tie in. There's this group which is stupid as hell, that bears no relationship. Like one that really stood out to me was like a virgin, and it wasn't a virgin mocktail. It was a cocktail. Like, why are you going to call someone like a virgin and not make it a virgin mocktail? When people don't make an effort, it annoys me. There was also some mid-range ones where I was like, well, you're kind of getting there, but I'd tweak that. And one of those was a cocktail called an American Pie. If you search that online, you'll find just completely different recipes all over the place. So no one sort of laid claim convincingly to the name American Pie. So I'm doing my own, and it's inspired by the apple whiskeys I made, because what's more American than apple pie? If you're going to be an American pie, it's obviously going to be apple. The feature ingredient is the apple whiskey liqueur I made with apple peel and caster sugar. And because that's a liqueur and it's a little bit diluted, it needs a bit extra. And of course, it's American Pie. The lyric is, good old boys drinking whiskey and rye. This was made with a rye whiskey. I've always been confused that that song didn't say bourbon and rye, but said whiskey and rye. So you know what? I've got an American whiskey. It's not bourbon. It's a single malt from Texas, from the Balcones distillery. Or Balcones? I legit don't know how they pronounce that. This is a limited cask strength one, 66.7% ABV. So more than 50% higher than the average whiskey from this crowd. So it's just going to have a bit of this in to beef up the liqueur. It won't need additional sugar because of the liqueur, but it does want some bitters, and I'm keeping it fruity. I'm going to do a combo of cranberry bitters and some orange bitters in there. And just before I show you how to make it, I am going to have a taste. I haven't tasted it yet. It's a really great color, which is a combo of the whiskies and the cranberry bitters in particular, giving it this bright red. Very apple, I think, red apple. And let's taste it. Ooh, that is a treat. It is sweeter than an average old fashioned, and it actually does have a brightness and appley aspect to it. And just the fruitiness with the bitters as well. I really like how this has come together. Let me show you how to make it. In a mixing glass, I'm putting 2 ounces or 60 mils of my apple whiskey liqueur, then half an ounce or 15 mils of the high proof whiskey. Then I'm doing 2 dashes of cranberry bitters and just 1 dash of orange bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then I'm straining that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of sexy clear ice and using my favorite old-fashioned garnishes, a maraschino cherry on a skewer, and a twist of orange peel. I guess I could have kept up the apple theme and used an apple slice as the garnish, but I'm just a real sucker for the cherry and the orange in an old-fashioned. I like how it looks, I like how it tastes. I genuinely recommend you try this, and if you haven't seen the video, you should be seeing a link nowish on this to see how I actually made the liqueurs, because I really recommend you make that too. They're very yummy. And, come back, thank me, see what I'm doing next, because I'm always doing something new, and I'd love to have you back to see what I'm doing. In the meantime, I hope you're looking after yourself, and I do hope to see you again soon. But until I do, I'll say, cheers.